Good morning, Alexia. I wanted to check in with you about your checkpoint here for Mod 4. Generally, a lot of this is about the connection between um, a, a conclusion that implies causation, that one thing caused another. And the fact that can only come from an experiment. We cannot come up with that causation conclusion from one single observational study. If we put a lot of observational studies together, we can get some evidence of that cause and effect relationship, like, say, the connection between smoking and lung cancer. We've never done an experiment on that because, well, we wouldn't want to conduct an experiment where we try and give people cancer. But because there have been so many different observational studies done that kind of all come to that same conclusion about that link, we do say that we've got some evidence for a cause and effect relationship between smoking and lung cancer because of all of those observational studies together. But really, to make that connection solid, you must have an experiment. So in this first question here, they're describing an observational study. So you did good with choice C here, that a Western diet is linked with greater risk of high blood pressure. That wording doesn't imply any causation. But in choice B, eating a Western diet increases blood pressure. So that wording is implying that the diet is causing the increase. So that is not an appropriate conclusion from this type of study. Although, you would see something like this as a headline in a news report all the time. And so that's an important thing we're learning in this class, is that actually that conclusion is not appropriate. There may be different lurking variables, different underlying variables we can't see that are actually causing that increase in blood pressure. Choice a Western diet is associated with higher blood pressure. Again, that's some good wording, just saying that it's associated and not implying that causation. And really, the same sort of issue here in question 2. These questions are so hard where it's check all that apply, right? Because you've got to make that choice on every single one. So A is correct. Yes, we use results from an observational study to test a claim about a population. B, observational study can establish an association. That's awesome. When an observational study has a large sample and follows people for many years, we can establish a cause and effect relationship. You are absolutely right. That is not correct. D, when many observational studies together meet specific criteria, they can provide varying evidence of a cause and effect relationship, but we should be cautious. That is absolutely correct. So absolutely correct answers on A through D. E is the one that you were missing. A well-designed experiment is the only legitimate way to establish a cause and effect relationship between two variables. That is a true statement. Awesome job on 3. 4, let's see here. Which of the following that is true about experiments? So, A is correct. Yes, that's what happens in an experiment. B, a well-designed experiment can provide strong evidence for a cause and effect relationship. That is absolutely true. And let me see. C, sometimes the treatment group is compared to a control group where the variable interest involves a treatment that was self-imposed. Yeah, treatments are never self-imposed with an experiment, so you were good not to check that one. The researcher asks questions of a group drawn from the population to learn about the entire population. That is not true. If we collect data from our whole population, we're doing a census, not an experiment. So an experiment is always done on a sample. And E is correct. So, there you go. That's number 4. 5 was good. 6 was good. So awesome job on this. Contact me again if you have any questions or if you're still unclear about what I've said here. Bye-bye.